Well, here we go. It's wintertime 2021. I was told after making the springtime videos that I should talk a little bit while we're recording. So this is my code of silence has been revoked. I don't know if you can hear it, but everything is melting. Snow here doesn't last long usually. We had about 3 inches of very wet snow last night. And so I'm trying to get this shot prior to everything being gone, maybe by tomorrow morning. This trail, not the first trail, but this trail is the first trail that I ever put into the woods here. I put it in primarily to be able to get a fallen down white oak tree cut up and hauled back to the house for firewood. That general site is coming up here in about 100 feet or so. I don't know exactly anymore. It might have been right here, I don't know. But this is called the Holly Trail. I don't know if you can pick it out from the videos, but in these low areas, there's a lot of holly trees. Really, really pretty. You can see over here to the right, there's a pond that more or less stretches parallel to the trail and parallel to the farm field just on the other side of these holly trees, off to the right-hand side. Hollies are really drooping low with the weight of the wet snow on them. I'll be lucky if I can get down this trail without having a pile of wet snow slip down the back of my shirt. Snows that last aren't very common here. Also different from the springtime pictures. 2 things. The first, most important thing is using a steady cam sort of contraption. Oh, some deers. And it's another one. Yeah, don't know if we'll get to see him. You can just barely see him. Yeah. Very common. Very common. So this one is the steady cam. Hopefully this is improving the quality of the video that you'll be watching. The other thing is I put a little foam pop filter on the microphone of the camera to cut down wind noise. It's not a windy day, but so here the trail sort of splits and goes out to the farm field. You can just barely see it there. But we're going to be following the trail through the woods. With this particular site, my, at the time, 95-year-old neighbor told me that this was a road that went between our farm and his farm, and at the top of the hill on the other side of the little creek, which you might get a chance to see if you watch the high-low video, there was a brick kiln for making bricks. And my suspicion, seeing that there's a really good layer of clay, brick quality clay I would guess, under our farm. I was thinking that maybe this ditch along the side of the farm field was actually something like a mine where they pulled the clay out and then just hauled it across the creek for baking into bricks. It's really pretty. A lot of the downed trees here were from 10 or 12 years ago when our neighbor harvested trees off of his property, left trees in the marshy area and some of our trees susceptible to winds out of the west. So we had a lot of blowdown. Those that are still evident along the trails, though, are pine trees, gums, things that aren't particularly good for firewood. I mean, they will burn, but they have problems that most people avoid using them because of that. Okay, I don't know if you can pick it out on the ground here, but a lot of these little circular spots are deer prints. Little dark spots on the trail. Okay, here we are. A lot of holly berries on the ground right now. Really good food for the wild turkeys that we have. So here coming up, something you can see on the spring trip, spring videos, where there was sign of a vernal pond. Now with the increased rains in the fall and today's snow especially, you see there's standing water. It's a vernal pond, or sometimes ephemeral pond. If you're a geologist, you'd say ephemeral pond. A biologist would say vernal. Pretty in any case. Okay, here we go. Across the little walkway bridge. Footprints on the bridge. And here's a view of the pond. Think I can get below this tree. It's really hanging low.